Oh, good morning and welcome to the hack. Welcome to the morning hack. Hi, good morning. It's Sadie Marie Cherico, your host. Do you hear the sounds of nature? That's because I'm outside on the porch. It's so beautiful. It's like a beautiful fall morning here. August 18th, 8/18. I love the number 8/18 so very, very much. So I'm happy to be hanging out with you today on the morning hack. And, from a Hockaloogie perspective, I thought it was so funny that I would call my new little thing I'm doing the hack. But actually, we're doing morning hacks. Like, it didn't occur to me until last night. Like, we're actually starting our foot off in the right direction. Let me show you what we got planned for today. Same damn thing. It's going to be the same thing every day. Except I forgot something yesterday. I actually want to end, I do want to save the astrology till last because not everybody's into that. But I want to end checking out Llewellyn and seeing what the spell of the day is. So how about that? So anyways, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping me warm up my throat. Let's get some words of the day. August 18th, 2020. It's a Tuesday. Ooh, photo by V2 Osk. V2OSK. So I checked in with the words of the day yesterday because I loved the message about dancing so much. And then when I went back, they had changed the picture. So if you check into this app later on today, you might get a different picture. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. All right, well, that just took a morbid twist in my head. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fly off the road because you didn't see the turn. You didn't make the turn. That's true, though. A bend in the road is not the end of the road. So keep going. Make the turn, right? Hug the turn. Make it tight. Everything is going to be all right. Right? Keep going. Keep going. All right. So I love this. I love the photo. That's basically not the outside where I'm at right now, but that's the feel, right? The sun's coming up. Well, the sun's been up. I've been in bed. The sun's been up. It's a little misty. There's a dew on the grass. So whatever twist and turn your road takes today, make sure you make all the turns. And it's not the end. It's not the end. Keep going. Even if it's a little twist, a little surprise. Keep on going with your bad self. All right, we're just going to cruise through today because it's almost 9 o'clock. And whoa. And I was just going to say, did you enjoy the Derby challenges and workouts? Did you do any of them? That was me yesterday. That's me trying to touch my toes and do the Derby workout. But, I only did like a little bit of each, but at least I did something for my body. Okay, now as far as art goes, every time I see art, I think to myself, well, first of all, I think, wow, that's amazing that they made that with paint. Okay, like that's amazing that they did that. And I think that they're amazing creatures for being so creative. Blah, blah, blah. But I hate it when people go blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm never gonna do that again. But here's what I really think, and I'm not putting this painting down, but I always think to myself, would I want that on my wall? Like, would I want to walk into a room and see this? Would I want to see his man panties? Would I want to walk in and see him wearing his man onesie, him struggling, him looking like he's ready to give himself a hernia or pull his back out? Like, does this give me motivation or does this exhaust me? I think you know the answer. But it's called Athletes. They made it sometime before 1941. I'm not putting you down, Ghost of Von Hennings. I'm just saying, oh my gosh, you guys, if I like this, I'll give it 666 likes. Should I do it? You know it. You know I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee too. So I used up all the celery yesterday. There was no decision today whether to be a good girl or a bad girl. Thank God. I can just go straight to the coffee. The sun's kind of shining, so it's kind of hard for me to read, but it seems like you could also download this app and read it for your damn self. Athletes depicts a kettlebell lifting competition. That's not a man giving himself a hernia. That's a concentrated athlete. He's lifting a kettlebell, Sadie. Show some respect. Well, anyways, you know what I'm saying. It's like, do you want that on your wall or not? I mean, I'm not saying this oil on canvas, this Europena isn't amazing. Okay, I think it is. But I'm just saying, it's definitely not the type of art. Like, I would give that to Goodwill. I'd take that off my wall and donate to Goodwill, or have my daughters paint over this canvas. Although it's like, some dude might like this in his office, because if he's like a dude, if he's a worshiper of struggle and strife and hard work, and maybe he's a kettlebell lifter. To all my listeners who are kettlebell competitors, I love you, and I'm sorry if I offended you. All I'm saying is, I wouldn't have this on my wall. All I'm saying is it doesn't inspire me, but it is still good art. All right, moving on. All right, we did the words of the day. We did the art. I already had a peek on Daniel's YouTube channel, what he's going to be doing today. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to need to blow my nose before I do his recording. Let's see what the Derby is. Our new dare, what? I can do this. 20, no, maybe not 20, maybe 2. I'll drop the 0. 2 raised leg push-ups. I'm gonna look like a badass doing this, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna do that dare today. The August 18th 2-minute plank. Oh, I feel the same way about planks as I do about putting paintings of men trying to lift heavy kettlebells on my wall. But let's check it out anyways, in case you're a go-getter. I mean, it just hurts my arms, like my forearms, to be resting on them. Okay, we need to do it though, you guys. We got to do it. We got to do a 20-second full plank, a 20-second raise leg plank, 10 seconds on each leg. Just the elbow plank, side planks. We got to kill our abs for 20 seconds. That's all, okay? 20-second full plank, and then back on that bitchin' elbow plank again. It's fine if you have something cushy under your arms. So maybe that's my look. It's all abs today, abs and lower back. Get something softer like this. The hardwood floor, ouch. The carpet, itchy. Like, I would say I need like my soft terry cloth towel under my arms, and then I can be not such a wuss. But there we go. 2-minute plank. If you get on derby.com, you can do this. And then, yeah, absolutely, 100% do maybe 2. Do 2 raised leg push-ups. Get on with your bad self with 1 foot in the air. All right, piece of cake. Isn't this cool that they have a spellbound fitness program? Now, I don't know what they mean by spellbound, but I just love, my witchiness loves it, that I start pimping them out and they are rewarding me with just the word spellbound. I looked at it. It's way too complicated. It's like a storyline. I just don't have time for that, but somebody else might enjoy it. Okay, so I don't know if he posted on his website yet. Yeah, he did. You guys, it's going to be awesome today. Make sure you check back and listen to my narrator voice with Daniel Scranton. The rebirthing of the human collective soul. You guys, this sounds intense. It really does. What can you do as an individual? yeah, what can you do? So I'm going to be coming back reading this. Sometimes I just like to skim through it real quick. And then there's a trick that I do in my head, like the way I'm not going to read it right now cuz I'm saving my voice for it, but I read ahead in my head, and so like I make very few mistakes generally because like it's weird, like I'm reading ahead in my mind and then allowing my mouth to catch up. But I do like to kind of scroll through it first to see if there's any like cataclysmic. Just want to maybe should just a heads up, I'm going to have to say that word. Or if there's any words I don't understand, I look up, but usually I got it. Oh my goodness. So what can you do as an individual? Yeah, not fall into the trap of blaming others, pointing fingers, all that stuff. We got to knock it off, you guys. We got to knock it off because we're the ones building the bridge to the future, to the 5th dimension. So anyways, be sure you come back. I'm excited. I'm excited to read Daniel Scranton every day. If he ever takes a vacation off, I can actually go into my one email. Let's pull a tree. And I have like 40, maybe between 30 and 40 messages from him. Some are from last October, last summer, that I can't delete. They're too good to delete, so I need to read them. But so I'll be slipping them in here and there because I don't know if that man ever takes a vacation. Today's card. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Yesterday we had the 7 of Swords. This looks a little, I feel the fall feels. Sure. I feel the Halloween feels. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords? Oh, my speech impediment just came back. 5 of Swords. I gotta watch that too. When I was a kid, I had a speech impediment, and every once in a while it makes a reappearance. 5 of Swords, Sadie. 5 of Swords. Let's have some more coffee. Let's have some more coffee. Let's have more than that. But let's also see what the meaning is for us. It has 2 sides. On one side, it can be about defeat. Okay. And then, what's on the other side? On one side, it can be about defeat. On the other side, it may represent a small victory. Yeah, hardly. I don't even hardly see the victory in that. Just like, Jesus. By aggressively pursuing your goals, you may win, although more struggles are likely. All right, so what's the advice? Focus on yourself and take care of yourself, especially when suffering a defeat like your life. All right, so take it easy today. Yeah, sometimes like our egos want to win, but what do they really win? Not much. Like you might get like, okay, so you may have been in battle and you get to claim all the swords, but look, you killed a tree in the process. You're alone. There's no one here celebrating your victory. So yeah, 5 of Swords is kind of like, to me, always a message, like, don't engage, don't engage in the strife and the struggle and the conflict and the war. Now you have this broken tree to clean up. And do you even really need 5 swords? What are you going to do with 5 swords? You can only carry 2. All right. Moving on. Did we do everything? We peeked in. We did our we're going to do our Derby exercises. We're not going to do the mudras. I'll save those for like my live streams when you can see my hands and stuff. Unless you really need one, then you have to let me know. Daily art, we did that. Okay, time for astrology. Time for a sniffle, and then we'll do a spell, and then I'll go do my reading. And then today, I'm so excited. It's Tuesday. So over at Herb Oracle, of course, I'll give you 5. Over at Herb Oracle, I do tarot on Tuesday. So I have like a pretty cool spread to connect with the ancestors. I actually have 2 different spreads. One is a simple 3-card pull, and one is a very complicated 7-card pull. So I'm actually not sure. I'm leaning towards the simpler one. It's like the 7 card one is actually like too personal. I know. And I'm Sadie TMI Cherico, and I'm saying that. Or it's also like one of those spreads that like it would be good to like pull from like 3 different decks. Like there's so many questions and clarifying points. It's like maybe I need to just sit alone with that spread. All right, I'm going to finish my coffee here. If you're in Aries, you should be in a calm mood. Ooh, I love the color teal. All right, ready for your horoscopes? Here we go. We're going to blow through them, as my mom would say. Let's blow through this. Aries, today on Tuesday, August 18th, y'all. If anyone cherishes their friends, it's you. Second only to your family. So if an argument with a friend erupts suddenly, your job will be to stay calm and resist saying anything you can't take back. Okay? Keep in mind that 5 of Swords. Because, yeah, at that point in the 5 of Swords, you can't take any of that back. Taurus, you owe it to them to be more open. This one's mine. They can't read your mind. Speak up. All right, how much more open do you want me to get? Because, like, I'm already Sadie TMI Cherico. However, maybe this means do the complicated tarot spread. I'll decide. I will decide that. But, like, just to show you the difference in the spreads. Okay, hold on here. I want to show you the spreads. Okay, so here is the simple one. 3 cards. First one's ancestor guidance, cautions from ancestors, how to honor their messages. Very simple, right? It could get complicated, but not really. I mean, you might have to think about it, but all right. But look at the second one is more interesting. Of course, there's 7 cards though. Look at the tree ladies. I love them so much. Oh my God, I love them so much. But listen, so these questions are, I don't know if my deck can handle these questions. What is your name and what is your relationship to me? So it's like, see, that is interesting. You're asking like, okay, ancestor, who are you? And it's supposed to clue you in like who they are. What wisdom do you wish for me to share with me today? What family trauma is affecting my DNA? How can I heal this trauma and stop it affecting future generations? What generational gifts have you passed down to me? How can I best honor my ancestors? What do you want me to know about my future? See what I mean? Like, it'll be like a 2-hour long podcast. So it's like almost like too simple. Ancestor guidance, cautions, how to honor. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, although I can make bam, 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 I can make it last bam, 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 okay? But this is like bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? All right. So that's my big decision today. You owe it to them to be more open. They can't read your mind. Speak up. All right. So I am feeling friendly today. I should be wearing red. I'm not. Lucky number 98. I still am not getting lucky until 2 in the afternoon. Jeez. With a Capricorn? Okay. Uh-oh. I know a Capricorn. All right, Gemini, here's your horoscope. With the exception of a late night spat, this could go down as one of the most interesting days you've had in some time, especially when it comes to bonding with one of your newest favorite people. The distinction may be new or old. Either way, it'll be interesting. Ooh, and your lucky number is 22. Have fun with that. Moving on. Cancer. Your words, in fact, every single syllable that emerges from your lips will carry a confidence that's genuine. No matter what type of conversation you need to have, there's no time like now to have it. So be confident, Cancer. All the words, they're spells, my dear. Everything you speak, be very, very aware of it. Leos, this could turn into quite the enjoyable day if you get out of your stressed mood. If you don't mind stress, that is. And while you'd probably never admit it, at least not unless you're under duress. You find stress motivational. Oh, and look, here comes some now. That is hilarious to me. Virgo. If a teeny bit of provocation suddenly feels like a great big deal, consider the source before you let them have it. Provocative? What's that mean? Provocation? Oh, and think about whether one's moment's satisfaction will be worth the trouble afterwards. Anyways, provoked. Yeah, so somebody be provoking you. Okay, think about it. This is definitely the Five of Swords. Think about whether one moment's satisfaction of winning this provoked mood moment will be worth the trouble afterwards. So Virgos, think about it. Don't fall into the Five of Swords unless it's really worth it. Libra, their behavior is so predictable it's mundane. Throw a curve, see what happens. Libras, I feel like this is telling you to provoke somebody. Good luck. Good luck with that. Your mood is indescribable. That's funny. 909, love the number. Okay, Scorpio. There's tension in the air. You feel it. They feel it, and it's too volatile to be ignored. You can't try civil conversation, but if that doesn't work, how about giving in and having a good old-fashioned argument? So sometimes you really do just have to have it out in a nice, good old-fashioned, go F off way. Sagittarius, the pace of your life will pick up considerably, so much so that you may end up doing a bit more of yawning at work tomorrow. So you might have a busy day. Stay peaceful though. The grin you'll be wearing will be everyone's first clue that sympathy isn't what's needed. So you might exhaust yourself and be happy about that. Capricorn, your standards need to be realistic, not idealistic. Don't be rough on friends. Okay, this is hilarious to me because I said I knew a Capricorn, and he is realistic, not even idealistic at all. So this is just hilarious to me. Your standards need to be realistic, not idealistic. Don't be rough on friends. There you go, Capricorn. Aquarius, you need to either connect with or at least think about your parents and ancestors today. So I will see you over at Herb Oracle. Get your damn cards. You're pulling some. Or at least call your mom, you jerk. Maybe you're thinking about genes and health, or maybe you just need to send a card to say hello. Aquarius, call your parents. Check in. Or pull cards with me. Your call. And finally, Pisces, thanks for being so patient. You always have to wait till the end. Rely on your recent dreams for insight on a problem that's plaguing a friendship. Oh my God, did you have crazy dreams last night? There were people in my dreams all last night. And we were all like alongside the road, like how you do like when you sit for a parade. But there was no fucking parade. Sorry for the F-bomb, but my dreams were annoying. The people in my dreams were so annoying. Okay, moving on. We're going to end our little hacked hangout. Welcome to the hack, morning hack. Let's see what Llewellyn has as a spell today on 8/18. Get Your Mojo Back spell by Thuri Calafia. The color of the day is gray. The incense is cedar. Sometimes life and love can really shake our confidence. We know we're awesome. If only the people around us would figure that out. For this spell, take a dark blue candle and a small blade or wooden pick to inscribe it with symbols and words describing all the things you like about yourself. Ooh, so get a dark blue candle and carve into it words, symbols, things that you like about yourself. Enhance these markings with silver ink or maybe a silver Sharpie or something, or silver nail polish, although that will probably stink, but don't worry about it. To make these qualities shine, then take small pieces of paper and write labels of all the things specific people, our culture in general, have said about you that you know aren't true. place these labels all around the candle on your altar. So I'm assuming they're not good, but hey, let's write down what people have labeled you as. Oh gosh, I'm sure I can think of a few for myself that people have said about me that aren't true, or they may have intended to be as criticism, like, oh, you're so silly, you're too silly, you're too weird. But guess what? That's my freaking superpower. Finally, place a fireproof dish on your altar and focus deeply on your strengths. So you go back up to those words that you inscribed in the dark blue candle. You focus deeply on your strengths. You light the candle. Take each label in turn and read it aloud and laugh at the absurdity of it. With passion, state, I reject this label. I reject this label. Okay, so the labels that people put on you: you're weird, you're lazy, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're over the top, you're too much, whatever they've said about you that's not true, but they made an impact on you. It's time to let them go. You say, I reject this label. I reject this label. Then carefully touch the label to the candle's flame. Set it in the fireproof dish and watch it burn, knowing that this untruth no longer applies to you. Repeat with all the other labels, and then as the candle burns down, and you might want to do this outside if you don't want the smell of burnt paper in your house, focus on how wonderful you know yourself to be and get your mojo back. Get your mojo back by releasing these labels that people have put on you. Say, I reject this label, and then torch that mother trucker. Then you torch it, you torch it, you torch it, you torch it. So anyways, I was busy last night making things. But yeah, you know what, you guys? It really is time to get your mojo back. Torch the labels that people have put on you. Let that shiz go. Start to feel good about yourself. Start to feel confident. Nourish your self-esteem. Focus on loving yourself. Build that inner power and feel good about who you are. And do your planks also. Do your one-legged push-ups. That will also help you feel so good about who you are. All right, you guys, my voice is officially warmed up. Thanks for joining me on the morning hack. I love you so much, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace out, Girl Scout.